Now this is an interesting choice actually. Which route do we go down? Flight obviously is the route of planes. Electricity gives us access to the seaport, which lets us directly train fleets and armadas, which would be very, very helpful. Meanwhile, siege tactics and ballistics takes us more into the center of the tree, where we have battleships. Battleships are very powerful. I think I quite like the idea of building frigates while I can and picking up battleships in a second. I also like the idea of actually picking up seaports. We're going to do that quickly. Now, I don't know. Yes, I have unlocked privateers. So actually my capital is going to be focusing on doing this sort of stuff, because the privateers, I can build those pretty quick. Where are you? 2 turns. Let's get that instead of the frigate, like so. And that means that electricity will be boosted. Then I can put the seaport out, which is good. And instead of getting colonialism, I can get nationalism, which will let me build the ships into corps or fleets immediately. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. This sounds really good. I like the sound of this. Now, do I keep on focusing down onto Raina, who can get me contractor and I can use that gold? Or am I going to just say that actually the gold is probably going to be used on an army for a bit, and let's go for Victor instead to get to Embrasia, which gives you the 3 military promotion. I kind of have already decided just by looking at it. That's really good. That means that all of the units being built from this city are going to start with promotion. If I focus on getting frigates out from that city, actually, that means the frigates will start with the promotion that gives them, I think, +7 against cities, which they'll need. I probably won't attack until I've got battleships, just because Gran Colombia is likely to have a lot of military strength there. So I want to kind of keep at bay. What I'm doing at the moment is I'm just harassing these Gran Colombian settlers, so that hopefully I can put my settler down before they do, because they have a lot of settlers in this area here. I'm going to move to this tile, move my musket to there, make sure they feel bothered, so that they don't put their settlers down where I want them to go. Would you please stop pillaging my stuff? Thank you. Oh, India actually managed to leave an apostle out. Good. I finally get to have a little bit of a fight. Perfect stuff. Now, is that giving the combat bonus? If I do this now, there we go, flanking bonus. Kajum. Amazing. Hinduism gets just taken out a little bit, and my religion starts to get spread around, which is going to give me a ton more science. I don't need cities to follow me. I just need them to basically give me followers, because I get 1 science for every follower that joins me. There's electricity, because here are 2 privateers. It's the first of what should be a pretty extensive navy when I'm done with it. This is going to annoy them a lot, but and you know what, I think I might just grievance my way out of this one. Sorry about that, but that was the cradle of Judaism, was it? Whoops. Ooh, don't mind me. There we go. We managed to delay them long enough for me to get my settler in, so I can go bump and just make the loyalty pressure for them a little harder than it has any right to be. There we go. The settlers are retreating from what is my island, I'll have you know.
Franklin.
Not because I deserve it, but because I claimed it. Teehee. Just selling some favour there. That's a bunch of gold, and now I should... Oh, I just need to sell like a couple more. Anyone got any gold for me? Yeah, perfect. Look at that. Lovely. And there is a seaport. Woohoo! Means I can now build, as soon as nationalism is done, some fleets. Okay, now I'm going to focus on getting 2 battleships. Own 2 bombards. Well, I don't know what a bombard is. Have 2 forts in my territory. I can't really do that either. Kill a unit with a knight. I could do that. Rifling is fine. Refining is fine. Kill a unit with a knight. I do have a knight on this continent. It is possible. Oh, there are barbs down south. Yes. Okay, we can go and kill someone with that. That's great. 1 attack followed by 2 attacks, and that guru is dead as well. And we're going to start spreading our religion to Scythia. I haven't ruled out getting a religious victory, being honest. It's something that's always on the cards, and whilst I've got Fez on side, kind of makes sense to not rule it out, really. St. Basil's Cathedral is going to be such an amazing pickup in this city. Food, production, and culture in all tundra tiles in the city. Oh, yes. Lovely. And it looks really pretty. I mean, it looks absolutely beautiful. Stunning thing. Oh, great. Oh, yes. Oh, okay, right, you need a couple of builders to really, really, truly appreciate this, and then we'll get a research lab in. I fancy another little boost. Oh, these apostles are so good. Bam! 260 science. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, it's so tempting. Don't leave settlers out like that, Gran Colombia. If I didn't think they had a navy that would sink me, I would take that, but I'm gonna be good for now. Oh, I'll take that later, don't you worry. Oh, Gran Colombia has denounced me. I really don't care about that. Oh, losing city-states, but I do care about that. Gandhi, come on, give that back. Ooh, okay, Scythia and Gran Colombia have gone to war, the two largest armies by far. They don't share a border, but Venice is controlled by Gran Colombia, so that is kind of what Scythia are going for at the moment. Maybe a bit of a proxy war? Who knows? Who knows? I don't care. I'm just simply taking railway dreams to the dreams of the little boys and girls of Scythian lands. It's a beautiful thing. How much faith per turn have they got? 60 faith per turn. They really don't have a huge amount to fight this, actually. And that could be a good thing for me, or a bad thing. Either good or bad. One of the two. Industrial era time. Okay, let's see what our options are. Nationalism. Well, that looks pretty cool to me. We've got craftsmen, we've got press gangs, we've got inventions and republican legacies and natural philosophies and all kinds of exciting things. Machiavellianism I don't need anymore. Let's go for merchant confederation instead. And I think that's fine. We'll live with that for now until we get a better government. That's going to be pretty awesome. India have got a golden age. Oh, Gran Colombia do as well. That's annoying. But never mind. Reformer coinage, heartbeat of steam would give us a little bit more production, but I think to arms, so we can go for a golden age war, and we can get more production at building military units, something that we are doing, or starting to do, very fast right now. There's Eiffel, by the way. Amazing stuff. We're going to miss out on Lovelace, but that is okay. But Eiffel can rush some pretty decent wonders, if I've got any left that I would like to build. Big Ben is an option, actually. That would be something to build. Statue of Liberty is a really good option as well. Statue of Liberty. Can't be built on a lake. Must be built on like a tile like this. Is that going to work? Yes, it would work. Okay, right. I fell. Get across. Oh no, that's a pretty nasty looking dust storm. And that's right in the middle of everything. Absolutely everything. That is a broken mine, or has it just been taken away entirely? Oh no, it's just been blown away entirely. Great. What a lovely, lovely day. Might go and fix that. I've got 3 sources of niter now. I have improved a lot of stuff, which is good. And I've also now got a field cannon core, which helps massively. Oh, India, don't bring... you brought a lemon to a knife fight. That's what you've done here. Look at this. And boom. Foreign Ministry is done. Okay, that means the frigate fleet is now buildable. Look at that for a slightly discounted niter cost. That, by the way, that was the sound of a frigate fleet being built. It's a very catchy tune, I find. There you go. Eiffel is going to be building the Statue of Liberty. Anyone else doing this? Is this appearing anywhere else? No. Nowhere else. Perfect. And there's the night kill that I was waiting for. Military science is boosted. I was holding off on doing that last tech until I got it right. Battleships. Battleship time. 5 tiles damaged. Oh no, I think that's a theatre square damaged. Oh, there's a what's that? A pasture damaged, a mine damaged there. Oh dear. Well, that was just wiped straight off the map. Okay, we're just going to be following after this. Hopefully keeping everything alive.
All
Oxford
there is to be
University.
Known, but they none of them know half as much
what a lovely place filled with very clever people that just love to teach and love to help students that are maybe struggling a little bit and really needed a helping hand. Oh, you know what? Sorry, I just can't even look at it anymore. That's too much for me. Rifling and okay, we got flight as well. Actually, it's reasonably useful. Annoyingly, never mind. Time to build an aerodrome though. Where are we going to build this? Methinks over there. Perfect. This war is likely to be absolutely disgusting with Grand Columbia, but we're going to be going back to the old domination tricks that we found before and what I've been preaching basically since the start of the game. Navy beats army. It doesn't matter how much army Simon Bolivar has and how many battle guitars and tray buckets, cores and all whatever he's got. As long as I've got more navy, I will win. And after that, Air Force beats navy. So it goes in that order. Army is beaten by Navy, Navy is beaten by Air Force. That's what we're going to be trying to just sort of pull together in this game. And I think we should be okay. Die, Apostle! Die! Oh, yeah, Hinduism is being chopped down now. I really should get some more Apostles, actually. Let's just keep on spreading this across. Actually, I'm going to hold off refining until I know whether I've got aluminium. The reason is that I can build frigates faster than I can build battle fleets because I currently have the press gangs card and that will expire as soon as I pick up battleships. So we just want to hold off for a second. And there is Eiffel rushing through the Statue of Liberty. That gives me another 4 diplomacy points, which means that I've got all 7 points from wonders this game. That's crazy. I don't remember the last time I did that. That's perfect stuff. Well, there we go. Perfect. I think, does that put me on 11 points now? 12 points. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to keep my diplomatic favour for now then. We'll just hang on to it. Now, at the moment, Scythia is barely spreading their religion and India is spreading it a lot. So we're going to go after India. What's the best way through? There's a mountain range here that's a little bit tricky. Can I get through at this point? Or is it best? Yeah, actually, what's this tile? No, this is the pass. That's the pass through, so we've got to go this way. Oh, hello, India have actually left an apostle there. Oh, this is a debater. Oh, and it's very tough. Okie dokie. Right, that's a bit of a problem. We'll have to just maybe reinforce ourselves a little bit there. And I just found combustion in a tribal village. Because of course I did. Where else was I going to find it? Okay, radio. And I just got the nanotechnology boost, so I think both of my sources of aluminium were improved. That's under a campus, which is great. And that is under a desert Petra mine. Wow. What a world. What a world. Okay, so we've got enough for 4 bombers, which is an amazing thing. Where is the rest of the aluminium? And can I pick up any more? That is right outside my territory. You are being built on very quickly. That's Scythia's. That's not mine. That's not mine. That's not mine. Okay, cool. Fine, whatevs. And in that case, I think I am going to just rush advanced flight. I think bombers would be really good because I do have a city nearby, 2 cities nearby that I can bomb from. My first canal. Hey. Well, there you go. Dreams do come true, hey? You thought you could run, Mr. Apostle, did you? No, no, no. Oh yeah, really spreading this religion now. Perfect. Mobilization time. I think we need pretty much every single piece of leverage we can get over Grand Columbia if we are going to have any luck with them. I was just having a look at their defences, say, by taking a frigate fleet with 65 strength, no promotions, and yeah, it does basically nothing against their Renaissance walls. So we're going to have a lot of firepower here, but I think if we're looking at this as a military campaign, this mod, or the Deity combined with the Real Strategy AI mod, that is a combination that is making the AI very effective militarily. So we'd have to get a bit of a world war going. Ideally, I'd quite like India, Scythia, and my other ally Kublai all in at the same time. In fact, I really would need my military ally in. I'm not going to be taking any crazy joint war offers, just literally getting them in on the wars is enough for me. But if I did that, then really I'm looking at taking small chunks of land. Now, in the longer run, I could easily have a cultural alliance with Kublai, and using democracy trade routes, I could very easily get these cities up. But I'm thinking, at the very minimum, this Strait of Tethys, these 3 cities here. That would be an amazing little empire, because that actually sort of connects this bay up and gives me pretty much total control of this little continent there, of this island, which is acting as a nesting point, and gives me naval supremacy in this area. If I can work towards getting bombers, which I'm doing now, and then follow that up with one of the tastiest things in the game, that's right, the aircraft carrier. Oh, that's good fun. I could station some amazing air force in the middle here with, I think, at least 6 aluminium coming in per turn. 6 bombers, 3 aircraft carriers, that would be effective. Now, my capital quickly has just picked up an encampment. I'm just going to be working on that. I can do the good old thing of getting myself stables in with faith. Lovely stuff. And I'm just, before I get that very important battleship upgrade, I'm going to be getting the frigate fleet going already. Oh, another dust storm! Hooray! Oh, I love Petra cities for that reason. Which way is it going to go? Southeast. Oh, lovely. Straight towards my capital. Just what I like. Oh dear, my military ally is very shy. 139 gold per turn to go to war there. That's a lot of gold. Oh, I could give my entire bank balance and they still would not be very keen. You need to build an army, my friend. India wants even more. Yeah, fair play. That's pretty nasty. Well, I think I might do that. What I'm going to do is in 12 turns, my alliance with Scythia will run out. I'll just be friends with her for a little bit. We will swap the military alliance and the cultural alliance around. I think a military alliance with Scythia is more likely to give me dividends on this one. And in the meantime, because I'm pretty safe from assault and I've barely got any trade with them going at the moment at all, I'm going to declare the Golden Age war with them. This will give me the opportunity to basically consolidate my control of the ocean. I have a bunch of privateers that are invisible and can skulk around, just shooting and picking off his embarked units. Now this will give me an opportunity, hopefully, to get a lot of kills. A lot of kills, just while they're really vulnerable. They're like this. I think submarines are going to have to be a very important upgrade for me. Look at that, we're barely doing any damage at all, but it's worth it. In the meantime, Railway Dreams, boof, boosted with 100 gold and 240 science in one boost there. It's pretty decent. Okay, right, so they've got battleships. They do have battleships, we have to be a little bit careful of that. They're going to probably use a lot of gold to promote a lot of army, but this is what I want to do. I want to draw them into a large naval battle in the middle of the sea. Thank you for that, Sattler. That's very kind of you. That gives me the advantage here. Oh yeah, especially because I can just upgrade so many of my units attacking and attacking and attacking. So there goes the storm. 7 tiles damaged. Oh yeah, that's as bad as I kind of feared it might be. Oh, look at that. Is that the industrial zone just totally pillaged as well? Only the factory. Okay, that's not as bad as it could be, to be fair. Just need to get a couple of builders in, come back, fix everything, just follow this storm. Railway Dreams. Boom! That gives me advanced flight. Perfect. Okay, good. As good as a builder would be there, I'm going to immediately go in and start picking up bombers. In fact, I actually have the gold, if I want it, to purchase the bombers in immediately. Now the question is, are battleships or bombers going to be more important for me? I think we're going to go and get the upgrades to the battleships first, and then I'll go bombers from there. Looking down the resource panel, you'll see that Gran Colombia has jade in abundance and nobody else really has it. So we're going to vote for jade to be stripped of its luxury rights, and I would quite like Gran Colombia as well, who is a bit of a pariah in this world, to get the minus loyalty, just because people are more likely to vote on it. Now I have a bunch of voting power here, so I'm going to put 7 and 6 votes down in the hope that I can force something through. Or one of those things might have gone through. No to Jade. Okay, that did go through. But Kublai, okay, they got the minus loyalty. Interesting. Well, it puts me on 13 points. We're still doing very well on points. And there is Mendeleev. Perfect. Chemistry boost. I mean, that's actually not very good for us. We're going to pass on him and hope we get a better one afterwards. But I swear Newton was just there. Where was he? Probably ages ago, actually, looking at it. Oh yeah, Newton was ages ago. Okay, never mind. Well, we'll just keep focusing on scientists for a bit. Aha. You can't run from me. I will find all of your embarked units and I will give you grief. I'm going to stop them from going anywhere by just sort of pinning them in like this. 1, 2. But I am going to give myself the time, here we go, to loot, get the upgrades. I want my units to be very powerful if I can. I would also like to do some plundering if I can get away with it. It's going to be quite tricky because they're going to have a lot of defences. Can I just say, points to Gran Colombia. Look at that. Warrior armor, that's a warrior core. The King's Widowmakers. Oh, I like the fact they named their units. Actually, the storm didn't do as much damage as I feared. It's not too bad. Yeah, we've had worse. We've had a lot worse. Oh, a trebuchet core that can just sort of spring into existence from nowhere. That just whacked one of my privateers for almost all of its health. Yeah, submarine upgrades are going to be very important. Oh, and look at that. That's an aerodrome. We've got to be a little bit careful of that as well. The battleship has made a mistake, though. That has come out of port right into where my frigates are. Doesn't matter how technologically advanced you are, friend. Once my frigates come out, oh yeah, you're not going to survive for long. Perfect stuff. Now, actually, what we will do is I'm going to pull a couple of my privateers over here, because if I can pillage that aerodrome quickly, not only is it worth a bunch of gold, but it stops them putting planes in the area, although they can put them in the actual land, I guess, but any little helps, really. Unfortunately for Gran Colombia, I can return fire, and I can return fire pretty heavily. Hehehe. I'm going to start getting era score for all of this now. Perfect. Saying that, as I pick up refining, that is an ironclad that just sped out and one-shot me, so boop. I have a feeling this is going to turn into a very brutal battle very quickly. Oh well, we've got 6 of these things. That should be enough to do quite a bit of damage, like so. And then hopefully I can get a frigate in to just give them a little bit of a bloody nose at the end of that. Oh, don't really have quite enough movement to get rid of this boat. This should help with supremacy though. I've just built myself 2 ironclad fleets. Oh yeah, Rome is really able to kick out a lot of boats. A lot of boats. Let's get some more privateers. Fleets, they hold themselves up just a little bit better. Just lost one more boat in this ocean to another ironclad that sprung out of nowhere, but it's okay. It's okay. We have superior numbers here. This is the Soviet style. I'm just throwing people wildly at the enemy and hoping something sticks. That is 1 ironclad kill, and then hopefully, is that the second? Nope, 1 more attack needed. There we go. Perfect. Right, and now you can do the honourable thing of running away. This is the problem with Gran Colombia. Their units are just so quick. I lost one of my apostles. It wasn't the debater, but I've got to be a little bit careful about running around here because their units are just chasing me around. Another kill in the ocean. Amazing. What I'm doing is I'm making sure that my unupgraded units are killing all of the cores and fleets so that every time I get a kill, I get an era score. Makes a big difference. All adds up nicely. Military Academy now in my capital. Look at that. Lovely. 106 production now. It's looking good. Get some battleship fleets pumped out, I think. It's going to be the good thing. Oh, my reinforcements are arriving quicker than Gran Colombia can kill them by a long stretch. Let's get rocketry as well. I think I would like to start getting this science race done. Don't leave targets on the coast, my friend, because I will find them. Oof. Okay, yeah, they can see me very, very well. I keep forgetting that if I do an attack and then leave it in the water, they will find me and kill me almost instantaneously. And look at how many field cannon cores they've got. That is slightly frightening. Okay, never mind. I've got my first bomber. That's going to make a little bit of a difference. I felt like I had to move. I'm on 52 techs, 46 for Gran Colombia. So we are out-teching them at the moment, but I'm not entirely sure how long that will last. This is a lovely little island that I can use to basically border hop my bombers across. That's great. I mean, rocketry is good as well, but I think combined arms I've got to be picking up after that point. Reveal oil without the normal technology requirement. I mean, James Young's not... He's not the best for me, but he is at least something. Oh no, he literally did nothing for me. Okay, never mind. Darwin, he'll give me a bit of a rush. Mobilization is done. Good. We can start to build some very big boat units now, but what I'm going to be doing is quickly upgrading the units that I've got. Force modernization is good. Press gangs is no longer giving me anything, so we'll take that out for now. But force modernization gives me half price upgrades. I think the battleships have got to be the ones that take priority for now. Now we've got coal. Coal is being eaten up by power at the moment, and that's not great for me. So the question is, how is oil looking? Ideally, if we've got a bunch of oil, yeah, like actually we do have a lot of oil offshore and in sort of areas to the south of my continent. Oh, this is a great little island as well. That's good. Okay, we have oil options. It's not the best, but we've definitely got options. Okay, good. Right, you need to come back down to that and do that for me. Okay, that's wonderful. So what we're going to do is Rome is going to switch to oil power after this battleship fleet is done. And in the meantime, for 1 coal and 310 gold, we're going to upgrade into battleship fleets. Specifically, I now have 4 of them. Huzzah! Okay, if I move my ironclad fleet just to see what's going on. Ah, they have observation balloons now. Oh, clever. Okay, so they're going to be using those to make sure that their trebuchets can kick right out into the sea. I've got to be very careful about that one. Anyway, my battleship fleets are going to make my way east. I'm going to start bombarding these 3 cities. The ideal thing would be totally immobilize 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 targets there. 3 encampments and 3 city centres. That means I could move my army around much more carefully and much more freely. It would give me a lot of advantage. So that's kind of what I'm going to be aiming for here. At least my battleships do something to the cities. Not much. Something will do though. Oh yeah, first bomber strike. That's powerful. This is going to really change the tide. Okay, I think we've got 2 targets really. I think I'm going to go straight for aircraft carrier, and then after I've done that, we're going to go for the offshore oil rig to make sure that I've got enough supplies in. But Air Force is going to beat Navy, and my Navy is sufficiently powerful to beat Gran Colombia's army. Yeah, no, that's fine. I control this bay. They are very much pinned back here. Okay, right, my religious units are being killed by Indias. We're kind of ignoring that now. Run away, friends. Run away. This hurricane has been slithering around the bay for about 5 turns, and luckily it's now gone. And there we go, battleship fleets. Oh, I should have finished that as armadas. That's my bad. That is my bad. Right, how's my coal consumption? I'm losing 13 at the moment, and most of that going from, I believe, this one power plant. Let's just quickly have a look. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. It used 5... Oh no, output 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, it burnt a lot of coal. Yes, so oil. Oil is going to be really important for us. In fact, this is a brilliant little canal city by Ostia and Valletta. That gives me... yeah, is that 2 oil or 3 oil? Something like that. Really cool. Oh, Kublai will finally get involved in this war. Perfect, I gave him 1 gold to do that. He was the only person that would join in, but that's brilliant because that's my military ally involved. So all of my attacks against units have the +5, and honestly, with the Deity ++ mud on, all of their attacks currently have +6 against me, which is brutally strong. So I'm using an ironclad fleet as a spotter, effectively. They do have observation balloons in the cities. Got to be a little bit careful of this, but it means that my battleships can attack, make the moves from just out of range, and then the ironclad fleet can just disappear back and protect itself. I also have this privateer. I would love it if I could navally invade this aerodrome, but it's not going to let me. Apparently I can't coastal raid it. Never mind. I knew it. My spy just killed somebody trying to kill Pingala. Haha. Okay, this is good. Oh, polygraph as well. Spy in home territory. All of my spies operate at 1 level. Or enemy spies operate at lower level. That's good. It's a really good defensive spy. There is a great engineer that rushes any wonder you want. Brilliant. And Goddard to rush rocketry and give me space race production. That's really, really handy. Now we want him a lot. So I believe I might start running projects soon. Just have a consideration because we've got workshops still to be built actually, and that would give me a lot of engineering points, 3 per workshop that I build. So it's worth keeping an eye on those. Oh, rolling barrage. It makes such a huge difference, that upgrade. It's brilliant. Rolling Empire. All to get the extra goody oil. I've now got, I think, 6 coming in per turn now. Just wait until I get offshore rigs. That's going to go crazy. Oh, that's my 3rd oil, actually. That's 9 coming in per turn now. Perfect. And I just need the letter to pick up this one. 7 brothers. Oh, Scythia, that's cheeky. I mean, that's a culture alliance working for them. And they've settled on this little island as well. But don't worry. When I switch my alliances over, I should be able to knock a little bit of loyalty pressure onto those, and maybe I can pick them up myself. So the alliance has actually just expired, so 7 brothers, -28, yep, -24. That city is loyal for me, that's loyal for me, that's loyal for me, that's loyal for me. I like the fact that this alliance is heavily weighted in my favour now. So, cultural alliance it shall not be. Let's go for a religious alliance instead. Oh, it's such a petty betrayal that, and I love it. I'm also finally starting to pick submarines up now. These are a lot tougher and can actually do some naval raiding without fear of imminent death every time they get close to shore. So that'll be A huge improvement for me. I would quite like an admiral, and luckily I am going to pick one up, and he also has a fantastic retirement of decreasing war weariness for me. War weariness I'm hoping shouldn't be too much of a problem, really. I have got a Golden Age war going on, so as I scroll through my cities, I'm hoping, even though we've taken substantial losses in this war, I don't think the war weariness is going to be a problem. I say that, I have -8 in my capital. Lovely. Okay, well, maybe this is going to have to be a short and sweet war. We've got the upper hand in this location for now, but yeah, that's maybe not as optimistic as I hoped it would be. But that is the wall taken off this southern city now. So target 1 is ready. Just switch it over to that symbol so we can see it. No, I need something a different colour. I need something very bright so I can see it. Let's go for Wonder. I mean, it's even got a little red thing, a little red exclamation mark to spot it for later, so that's good. Combustion gives us tanks and supply convoys. Now, supply convoys are one of these secret things in games that people don't realise just how good they are. If you stick this with any siege equipment, the extra movement it gives, just like a great general, means that they can move and fire every single turn without setup. It's a huge boost, especially with artillery. I actually now have 2 bombers in this battle. But once I go for a destroyer, 3 armies or armadas, I think I should be able to do that fairly easily. It should give me the combat strength that I need to take this forward a little bit more. Now, I could start to lay fire to this southern encampment, but you can see I've got all of my battleships lined up in a very orderly row, just taking cities out. I'm just waiting for, there we go, let the promotions are starting to come through now. The rolling barrage promotion was definitely something I was waiting for. That's oil power in Rome as well. That I'm really hoping is going to make a big difference. Big difference. Now, spaceports, this may take some time, but I think it's worth it. I'm just going to double check if Rome has got all the tiles it can. Let's just get that tile in. Perfect. It's pretty much pumped up to its maximum level, and I think the worst tile, weirdly, is probably this cattle. That's saying something. Let's get rid of it, get the spaceport going. One thing I am quite impressed with turning it up Deity++, is just how competitive the AI seems to be in a lot of different aspects to do with science and culture. Culture especially. Look, over 200 on 2 different civs, over 150 with pretty much everyone else, apart from Hungary, which very much was chopped out of the early stages of the game. The AI has done very well, and really it's the size of the map, I think, that has limited them more than anything else. But technologically, yeah, tech I guess is the thing that they're not really keeping up with as well as other bits and pieces, but yeah, I've been really impressed actually. It's just the subtle tech per turn. 246 for Gran Colombia, and they are starting to build campuses now. A lot more campuses. Oh, there's a biplane. That is a biplane. Interesting. Okay. So, right. They're actually using an air force now. I very rarely get to see the AI use air forces. This should be relatively intriguing. Can I bomb that aerodrome to knock the biplane out? Let's give it a go. I mean, that is broken now. So fingers crossed that's going to make it more difficult for them to move the aeroplane around. Don't leave artillery armies on the coast. This is how you go from 2,600 military strength to 1,500. I've done a lot of shooting. A lot of shooting. But at least it gives me hero score, so I can't complain. It's just a little frustrating sometimes when you see the AI do that, but that is just what it does. Right, now I believe that's 2 attacks, bang, the walls are done on that one as well. Good. What happens if you pillage the unique Gran Colombian improvement? You get health. Oh, that's not very useful. This peace deal keeps getting higher and higher and higher. It's up to 139 gold now. It started at 50, then it was 80. Now it's 139, but you have 448 gold. I want more than that. Right, my military alliance just went to level 2 with Kublai, but it expires in 3 turns, and I'm going to switch it immediately to a cultural alliance. But you can see a little bit more of their empire, and they're doing okay. They're not doing too badly at all, but look at this. Oh, that would have been such a good canal. Oh, Kublai, what are you doing? They've ruined, no, that's still a good canal opportunity, so at least they could get the East China Sea into the Caspian Sea, like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure those two aren't connected to each other, and, oh, again, there was a good canal opportunity between here, oh, and here as well. Oh, Kublai. Oh, you were given such an opportunity and you have mucked it up royally. Man, if I had more time, I think I'd had to play this game again and just raise all of their cities to the ground just so I could build an immaculate empire. Oh, I mean, it's too tempting. There's an admiral. Fantastic. Right, I'm going to get you over immediately. Oh, actually, no, of course, you can't teleport from harbours, which is really annoying. Oh well, you'll teleport across next turn. This is very therapeutic, actually. I'm just bombing. Just taking care of these encampments on the coast. I'm just trying to clear a way to Loja. I've got 2 turns until I can convert my alliance to a cultural alliance, and then I want to go bam 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 and take all 3 of those cities pretty much instantaneously. It's only about 15 turns into this war that I realise I've been leaving a lot of combat strength on the table, which is a little bit annoying, but never mind. Wars of Religion. I should have been playing this card. It's been a little while since I've had my own religion, so I totally forgot about it, but Boulevard follows Catholicism, and I follow, of course, Railway Dreams. So, what we need to do is pick that card up. There it is, Wars of Religion. We've modernised basically all the force we can, and I can't really afford to keep many more advanced units for now, so that is what it is. I also need to get the diplomatic visibility over them, so a spy is definitely needed. Now, I'm building my spaceport in my capital. Don't really want to stop doing that, so I'll pick up a spy in this city just to rush ahead of the bomber. Here is the aircraft carrier, and oh boy, my bombers can now reach a lot more than they used to. Now, unfortunately, there is a battleship that has just sort of snuck out and attacked me, which I find very rude indeed. But luckily, I have submarines and I have privateers with a lot of combat strength, so that's fine. This encampment should be just about destroyed with one more battleship hit. There. Bam. Look at that. Do you see the defense strength just drop like that? It's on 0 health now. Perfect. It means I can now bring my battleship in a little bit more with my ironclad, and we can actually the ironclad can come in and actually no, it can't invade. Not Norway. What am I talking about? Come on, Ryan. Right. Keep that city on nice low health. Keep this one on nice low health. And we've now got 2 bombers, which should be, I'm hoping, in range to do some strikes up here. Not quite for that city yet, but this encampment can now get some serious bombing on it. Oh, that's so much stronger. Yes. Perfect. Okay, right. Now we just need to destroy the walls, which shouldn't take too long. In fact, is that going to do it? Yeah, there we go. So this one is now destroyed, and this one is now destroyed. Really, I've just got this one city target, and then I can rush in and take all of them. I've got aircraft carriers, I have plastics. I now need to focus on getting the next space race project, so whilst I build the spaceport, let's get advanced ballistics, and then I'll jump to satellites. There. The world is beginning to flood. That is a bit of a problem. I don't know how much of my land is floodable. Oh, little bits and pieces. Okay, so actually I've changed my mind already. We're going to go for computers. There you go. Don't forget, I have Valletta. So flood barriers and Valletta are great. Look at this, 292 and great works. They are really beginning to panic now. They can see the writing on the wall, and that is fantastic. Oh, Kublai is giving me the visibility that I need as well to get these bombers to attack over the top. That is a very kind of them indeed. Yeah, the walls are going to drop very quickly on that city. So you know what? I'm just going to park my units in front of it and pull my battleships up so that I can attack. Keeping Geneva safe a little bit as well. Yeah, the Wars of Religion does make a big difference. That is annoying. I should have put that on a lot earlier than I ended up doing. Never mind. The war that is going on up here is colossal, but Gran Colombia is losing it. And they are losing it badly. Let's get friendship, and let's get a cultural alliance as discussed before. Thank you so much. That is good. Good news for me. Let's just quickly now get the battleships in to attack once. We'll go twice. I think I just want to make sure the city is on literally 0 health. That's 3 and 4. There we go, 71. That's good. We'll get this attack to bring this city down to 0 health. Yep, perfect. We'll get this attack to bring it down to as close to 0 as we can as well. Like so. Perfect. This ironclad can actually move to there. Good. This one can move to there. I've got one here. Okay, perfect. Well, that ended up being more successful a war as I thought it would be. We've taken 1,600 military strength off Gran Colombia here. But here's the fruit of our labours. We're going to go 1 attack, 2 attacks, rapid deployment, totalitarianism boosted, and 3 attacks like that. And as you can see, all 3 cities are absolutely loyal. Oh, wonderful. 15 loyalty, 21 loyalty, 19 loyalty. So, should we actually see what they've got in them? So this one has an aerodrome to repair, which I will do, but a fully working harbour. That's really handy. This one, again, as well as an encampment. Let's just fix these buildings. It's got an industrial zone. Oh, amazing. So actually these will have very good production. Is that a coal power plant in there? An oil... Oh, even better. Even better. And this one has the water park, which is great, as well as an encampment. These are decent cities, actually. Really decent cities. Now, the question is, do I just sort of leave it there for now? I could leave it there. I could keep pushing into Grand Colombian lands, but honestly, the war weariness I've got, I'm going to just take these cities, take a huge, huge peace deal from them. Like that, 300 gold per turn, as well as 700 up front. And we can say, you know what? Let's settle it like that. I'll take your artwork as well. Haha! And copies of your luxuries, just so I can sell them on to other people. Perfect. Well, there we go, Gran Colombia. We are now friendly. Oh, they're up to 300 science per turn. Well, hopefully this will be good. And Geneva is now going to give me the 15% science bonus as well. Again. Perfect. I think I need to use some of my faith to quickly just have a look in, check in, and say, you know what, yep, I'll get you a monument, a granary, that works well, nothing to buy there, monument, granary, perfect stuff. We'll make sure we're repairing outer defences really quickly as well. Oh, there's so few grievances as well. I love Golden Age wars. That's brilliant. Oh, what a result. Should need to start taking all these tax off. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, Davalex, Trevor Daskby, Paul Coffey, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard Portland, Petra Ryan, and Matthew Hatch for all of your support and for everybody that generally helps the channel to thrive. Thank you all very much. See you next time.